Hi, I'm Joe Shufo, and today let's see how the PureCloud Supervisor experience can give you actionable data to make better decisions in your organization. Let's take a look at the PureCloud Supervisor experience. And to do that, we'll begin with the Queues Activity Dashboard. The Queues Activity Dashboard allows me to bring back every single work group within the system and in real time see how many calls are currently waiting in that queue, as well as how many calls are currently being worked on by agents within that work group. On the right-hand side, we have our queue information. How many of our agents are on queue, actively taking interactions, and how are our service levels for that specific work group. We can even break the service level information down by media type. So if you have a different service level for phone calls, web chats, and emails, that can be exposed in real time. In this case, I just want to take a look at the client services work group and see how they're doing today. Clicking into that work group allows me to see that same real-time information, but broken down even further. In the top left, I have all of my calls currently awaiting an agent. And in the bottom left, I have all the active interactions currently ongoing within this queue. And as a supervisor, I have the ability to view details and live monitor those interactions. On the right-hand side, I have all of my real-time agent information. I can see the status of my agents currently within that queue. I can even activate or deactivate agents within this work group. If there was a call coming into the system with a specific skill set, let's say Spanish, I could quickly search on that as well to see how many of my agents in this work group meet that criteria. If you're a supervisor needing service level information, we can utilize the performance toggle in the top right. That allows us to bring back all of the service level information broken down by a half-an-hour interval throughout the day. So I can see here, as the day went on, if my agents were meeting the volume of incoming interactions. And were they meeting those service levels as well, broken down by media type in the top left here. In this case, I'd just like to check on one of my newer agents in this system. And to do that, I'd like to review one of his historical recordings. Performance Interactions View allows us to search every single interaction within the system, not just phone calls. In this case, I'd like to see how Brian's doing, and I only want to listen to the last week, specifically for the Client Services work group. As I select the options from the left-hand side, I'm building that search story along the top that narrows down this recording search. In this case, we'll take a look at Brian's most recent call. Once I've selected the recording, I have the ability to play that recording back right within browser. And the great thing about PureCloud recordings is that they're recorded in dual channel, so the top audio path belongs to Brian, and the bottom belongs to the customer. As I'm reviewing this, I may just want to listen to specifically Brian's response, and I can raise his volume and lower the volume of the customer to make sure I'm just keying in on what Brian's responding with. On the other hand, let's say I really wanted to hear the customer's response, so I could raise their volume and lower Brian's as well. At any point in time, I can add an annotation to this recording. So let's say Brian's doing a really great job right here, and that note can be reviewed by Brian or another supervisor reviewing this recording. On the bottom, we have all of our details about that interaction. That's where a supervisor could review when that call started, as well as what participants were joining that call. Let's say if there was a transfer or another agent helping out. We also have the ability to pull back timeline information. As I zoom in, we can see just how long the customer was in the IVR before they were routed to the Client Services work group. And as we zoom in even further, we can see just how long Brian was alerted before he answered this interaction. Now in this case, Brian did a really great job on this call, and I want to let him know that. So to do that, I'll leave an evaluation summary. PureCloud has an evaluation editor right within the system that allows you to build customer scorecards, and as a supervisor, you can score your agents. In this case, Brian definitely greeted the customer appropriately and directed them well, and I'd say the problem was definitely resolved. Once I've finished this scorecard, I could leave an overall comment, such as great job. Once I've finished that evaluation, I could release this immediately, at the end of the day, or even a custom time period based around our business processes here. Want to see more of PureCloud in action? Contact us at genesis.com/PureCloud.